Good morning, everyone. We're about to bring you the latest COVID-19 UAE updates. However, if you found this podcast through an article, which so many of you are doing, please hit that subscribe button wherever you get your podcasts so you can get your Dubai news daily. Good morning, Dubai. Welcome back to Lovin Daily. It's Thursday. We are so excited to get to 6 p.m. today. How are you doing? Are you looking forward to the weekend? Today on the show, we're going to be talking about all of the great things you can do in Dubai this weekend, all socially distanced, but actually the city's opening up and there's a lot of great things that you can do. We'll also be talking about fake news about a rumor about school. This is something that if kids heard it, they would probably jump for joy, but parents not so much. So we'll be talking about that a little bit in the show. We'll also be talking about a Dubai businessman who saved a struggling family's life nearly. He paid 57K their hospital bill, so we'll get into that in a second. But first of all, it's Thursday. Woo, 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 woo. How are you doing? Alibaba, did you celebrate St. Patrick's Day yesterday?
Unfortunately, I learned what St. Patrick's Day was yesterday. Simran told me what it is. I actually never knew what St. Patrick's Day was.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I'd love to say I watched the whole show, but I was in Megadigan at 7:30 a.m. in the morning. It was fantastic. But then I went back to work. But it's a party all around the world usually. So we didn't have the usual St. Patrick's Day celebrations. Like usually in Dubai, Megadigan's does this amazing thing. They have like these big parties down at Souk Madinat, or they've done amazing things at Dubai Media City Amphitheatre. It's basically an excuse to go out with your friends, enjoy your time. So last night I just had some, drinks at home. It's pretty quiet. I listened to Irish music, sang some Irish songs. That's what you do at an Irish party. And now I'm here and Simmer's up beside me.
You're doing a fantastic job, Casey.
Thank you, Ali. You too. But if you are joining us on TikTok, good morning. Welcome to the show. This is the first time we're ever streaming live on TikTok. How are you doing? Where are you watching on TikTok from? Instagram? Do you use TikTok? Or are you on TikTok and jumping over to Instagram because of Reels recently? I don't know. It's getting real. We'll jump into
I saw what you did there.
Thanks. We'll jump into the first story. A Dubai businessman donated 57K to pay for a premature baby's hospital bill. This is a kind of interesting story we've all been following. It was reported fantastically by The National, and because of their reporting, it led to a businessman, Hassan Fardan Al Fardan, to see the story and to ultimately really help out this family. So basically, John and Monica Pentio Tubo, they were in hospital and they were about to become parents. However, their babies came prematurely, twin babies came prematurely, and they were stuck with a pretty huge hospital bill. So obviously they had health insurance, as you need to do as residents here. However, the bill went beyond their insurance to 57,000 dirham. So they're in kind of a bit of a predicament when your babies are in the hospital, they have your passports, and you're left with this bill. And the National interviewed them. They told their story. They weren't sure what they could do, where they stood with NNC Royal Hospital at this point. When the story was reported, of course, with charities here, you have to be a registered charity for people to donate. So of course, people wanted to donate, but it was tricky for them to do that. So people did donate food and clothes. However, a businessman jumped in, and what he was able to do was donate the entire amount directly to the hospital. And that's where it's okay. If you're giving it directly to the source, he was able to do that. So now, happy ending to a very kind of touching, scary story, because I think we could all get into that situation. I think hospital bills can rack up at the worst times. So it was so amazing. So shout out to Hassan Fardan Al Fardan, who donated the entire amount to this family. And I'm sure they're just so, so grateful. So it's an amazing story. Did you read about it? Had you seen it?
No, I just heard about it right now. It's amazing. It's amazing that we have people like this in our world.
It is, but it's so important for these stories to get shared.
Yeah.
And we love community stories here at Lovin Dubai, but there always is a platform. If you're ever stuck, do reach out to any publication you read and follow through DMs, because people like to share the stories, people helping people. There's actually a great Facebook page called Little Hearts in Dubai. And they're not looking for publicity, but they do what they can to just help people within the community. So if you're ever struggling, you reach there. Let us know at Lovin Dubai. If you need help, there are people. And I think this is the ultimate story. I mean, 57K is a lot of money. People don't always have that, but this is the ultimate story of the fact that there is always hope. There is always someone there to help you if you need it. So you just have to get your story heard, get your story shared, I reckon. We'll move on. Next story, school holidays in the UAE to be slashed for 2 weeks. Not true. The KHDA have made a statement. This is one of those pictures that went on WhatsApp. We got it on DMs. People were like, what? You can't cut the school holidays to just 2 weeks. Usually, of course, the school holidays this year are running from, they're 6 weeks long from July 5th until August 29th. However, what was reported initially was school summer holidays in the UAE have been slashed to 2 weeks, and an article suggests that British curriculum schools in the UAE could only have 2 weeks holidays this summer. And I think because there's been so much confusion about school holidays, because there's been so much confusion about schools throughout the year, as soon as you see a title like that, you begin to worry. However, Simran got in touch with the KHDA yesterday. They clarified that is not the case. School holidays will remain at 6 weeks. Lovin Extra is here. This is the new membership, and while absolutely nothing changes for our readers, extra members get access to premium content, exclusive competitions, and first look for tickets and access to the coolest events across the city, and Lovin merch. If you subscribe right now, a very cool Lovin Red Eco Water bottle will be delivered to your door. And I just think that people need stability at this time. You don't need confusion. And I'm sure people are already thinking about their school holidays. And this just kind of added to the confusion. So be aware that in line with the academic calendar issued by the Ministry Development Council for Dubai Private Schools, there is a total of 186 days in the academic year. 186 days. That's short.
Yeah, doesn't sound a lot. But I know. I guess if you're like a a student, you feel that is a very long time.
Yeah, there's students watching right now being like, "That's plenty. We're so tired and so
that's
busy."
That's more than enough. Thank you very much.
That's more than enough. Don't add it on. Don't mention the KHA. How many days is in a working year? How many holidays do you guys get? We get 24, I think. And then you have obviously
plus the
public holidays on top of that.
Yeah.
I'd love to measure that out versus school. So if you ever have a child who's like, I don't want to go in today, be like, well, as a working adult, it's the number of days I do versus what you do.
We're prepping them for adult life.
Adult life. 186, barely half a year. A little bit over. Yeah. Kids who are good at math are probably like, you're so wrong. However, if you do see reports like this, if you're confused, and this was the same the whole way through COVID, our response was always go directly to the source. In Dubai, you know your source is Dubai Schools, the KHDA, that's the Knowledge Development Human Authority. And if you want to get in touch with them, first of all, they're fantastic on Twitter. They're the sassiest Twitter account in Dubai. I love them. But you could also contact them on 800 KHDA on your phone, which is 800 5432, or of course, khda.gov.ae. So if you have any questions, if you're unsure as a parent, do get in touch with them before sharing, because it's so interesting how a photo like this, and if you're watching on Facebook or maybe on TikTok, can they see it too?
Yeah.
If you're watching on TikTok, you can see it too. This photo is the one that got shared, and something, as soon as you see something as shocking as that, because as soon as I saw that photo, I was like, you can't share that. It's a photo of kids behind bars and looking devastated with their lives. It's something that just is easily, it gets shared easily. But I do enjoy that new WhatsApp feature where if it's been shared a lot, it says, what does it say? Forwarded,
but it just says, I think forwarded.
It says forwarded many times, and then it stops you from resharing it to a lot of people, which is a handy little feature. And I think it came in during COVID when they were trying to stamp out all of the horrific fake news sharing.
That was going around a lot.
I would love to have been. There's so much rumor throughout the world, and there still is. You know, when you meet people and you're talking about the vaccine, there's so much hearsay about what's right and what's not, and it's just probably a product of the fact that we don't have much else to talk about. So we talk a lot about the vaccine and COVID.
It is a very interesting topic. You know, the people very like they love these how do you say, like scenarios that they can come up with, and then rumors, you know, and
falsehoods.
And they love this stuff, you know. They want to talk about it. So gossip
is it's like gossip and I guess fake news shared by the media is one of the kind of the worst things about society, because when you look at kind of big international news stories, you're like, is that really a story, or is that just something that's been blown up? We'll move on to the weekend. It's Thursday. We're super excited to get out of the office. I'm sure you are too. What are your plans? We're going to run through a quick, brief summary of some of the things happening in Dubai this weekend, and also some of the things to look forward to next weekend. First of all, if you're into Olympic volleyball, and just if you want to get out to the beach, enjoy that fresh sea, salty air, there's an Olympic volleyball event happening on Kite Beach this Saturday. I don't know about you, but Kite Beach is pretty much one of my favorite places in Dubai, so I would get out there. If you're interested in a staycation, Ras Al Khaimah Hilton Resort have that amazing all-inclusive staycation. You just need to say rack it up when you book it, and you can get out of Dubai and enjoy a beautiful white private sandy beach. Also some things to look forward to. Al Circle Art Week. Al Circle. I always say Al Circle. Al Circle Art Week is starting from March 22nd. On March 26th, Magic Phil. We've actually spoken to Magic Phil on the show before. If you have kids and they're looking for some super fun entertainment, he's actually doing a magic show down at the QE2. Some of his tricks are amazing. They're so much fun, and even for adults, like it's just a kind of a fun thing. Like, when is the last time you saw a magician live? I don't think I ever have.
I think I've seen it once or twice. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't think I ever have. But it's Magic Phil at the QE2, March 26th, March 27th. Tickets are available now. I think it's going to be a lot of fun for the whole family. So if you're interested, get down there. All of this, by the way, will be listed on Lovin Dubai a little bit later as our weekend roundup, which is always there with more cool events for you to do. Also, if you're looking for fun restaurants, cool places to go, I want to shout out to, if you like bars, restaurants that are unique and that like the decor is just fantastic. I'm sure you've heard of Twiggy, which is newly opened. They're running kind of, the sunsets are amazing, great drinks. Also La Cantine de Faubourg, if you're looking for an amazing French restaurant down in beside Jumeirah Emirates Towers. And finally, shout out next week, starting March 25th. This is the last one we're going to run you through, but it's something we're super, super excited for. Dubai Food Festival is kicking off. It's 3 weeks of foodie extravaganza fun. And the fact that it's actually back this year is super exciting. It's going to be foodie-cations, by the way. That's a staycation mixed with food. Yum. There's going to be also foodie experiences. So, for example, there'll be chef's table at restaurants across the city. 3,500 restaurants have signed up to be part of that this year, which is super cool. That just shows kind of the level of passion by the restaurants in the city to be involved in something. Also, Eddie Slack Beach Canteen is starting back. If you remember that, it's an annual event down near Sunset Mall, I believe. And it's like an open food pop-up. All of the local restaurants come down there, and they kind of have like different like tasters for you to try and stuff. It's a lot of fun. That's going to be at Sunset Mall. This is all kicking off from March 25th until April 17th. And we are going to be looking for the best karak chai in Dubai. An impossible task, I hear you say, but we are going to do it. We know there's fantastic karak on every single street corner in Dubai. We are going to hopefully shortlist the best, get your votes, and find the best one in town. We are so looking forward to that. That is all Dubai Food Festival, kicking off March 25th next week. You have a week to prepare, a week to plan all your foodie experiences. Oh, and one more thing I want to call out. They have started Dubai Restaurant Week, which is top deals, 2 and 3 course menus on some of the most amazing restaurants in the city. I know Koya is involved, a lot of restaurants involved in that. So do look out for Dubai Restaurant Week. That is it for us on the Lovin Daily. Yeah. I really just went like that at the end there, didn't I? Guys, have a great week. We're going to be back with you on Sunday morning. However, as you know, Shireen is in here every single weekend, running through the top stories. Tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. She'll see you then. Bye. Guys, that is a wrap for the Lovin Daily. We are back same time, same place every weekday morning. And of course, don't miss the Lovin Show every Tuesday, where I chat with Dubai personalities. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and have a great day.